Hello guys, my name is Cal the Guy 55 and I'll be showing you a chess video. You see, normally I would be playing stuff like Minecraft because Minecraft is good, but for now I'll be showing you chess because I like doing random stuff. Well, this is my game I just played. You see, I did 90.4. You always want to think about stuff truly, then you get that 90. And then he got good for the opening, good for the middle game, but yeah. And I did great for opening and middle game. Let's start. Game review. Okay, wait. They start with the king's pawn. This is a good attacking move. Lets out good because you open up your bishops, diagonals, and your queen for a future attack. Next, we use Scandinavian defense. It's my favorite defense. They do that. I don't know. You see, what if I took? You always want to check the game. It's a book move. Then if I took, it's a book move. Then if I use like this, they went here, and then I did this. Yeah. You don't want to do that. Yeah, don't trust me because I already told you. Because it shows a fork. Because if they do this, I calculate that in the game, I think. Yeah. So they put it place. So then resume. Okay. They blunder their queen straight up. So when I took this queen, this bishop, they should have moved their knight here again because then their pawn is defending this knight, which would be a good asset because it's blocking this pawn, shielding it like a real knight, gentleman. This one was excellent because you're putting pressure, giving them to think about, and breaking open in the center, like a peel opener. Then you could do this and take back, but I won't recommend doing that because I have my queen over here. So yeah, let's start next. I moved my pawn. Didn't want to break my pawn chain. He took in the next move. Wait, no, never mind. Yeah, he blundered. He straight up blundered his queen. Don't know why. Probably wanted to take his pawn. So I took it. That's a great move. Follow up. Next. So yeah. Let's review this. So once my bishop took, he had double pawns over here. I moved my queen over here to defend my bishop and here. So normally that wouldn't be necessarily that good because if it was somewhere like if this pawn was over here and I was trying to defend this and attack this, I can't kill this or else this pawn is gonna be hanging. If my rook wasn't here, okay? My rook was not here. Let's start. Let's resume. Moves bishop back. Not good because you moved it twice already, so I don't know why, and it lets pressure off this because you're literally making this an easier target. What I could have done was this. That's an excellent move, but let's just resume. Wait, was that what I did in the game? Was that what I did in the game? Okay, he did that. Oh yeah, that's what I did in the game. Okay, now he did that. That's not that good because now your bishop is fully blocked in, and I knew that the only way he could get his bishop out now is for putting it here. So I did this. Before taking it, I'm blocking this up first. Now to do that, I take. It's the best move because you're winning material, and now they did that. Why is this bad? Because you're blundering this bishop. That's what happened in the game. It's a great move because it forces a checkmate. This was an inaccuracy. It makes the checkmate pattern faster by just doing one last move. Checkmate. And as you can see, let's start from the beginning. What can we learn from our mistakes? Well, I didn't do any mistakes yet. Yeah, I didn't do any mistakes at all. So that's what it takes. So let's review this as we're actually in the game. They play that. Okay, let's see. I like to play Scandinavian. Puts pressure. If he takes, I'll put this up. Portuguese Gambit. I like that, but so I did it. Now, why is this doing this? Because if he takes, that is a book move. If I take, now this is straight up winning for 6 because now my queen's under pressure. He's more developed. He's gonna be more developed soon. So if he does something like this and stuff, he could have gone here. Yeah. So that's not what happened. This is what happened. I did this. They went here. I moved it up. They moved it like that. I'm not sure if that's good. They could have went somewhere like here, but then that would be putting your knight on the edge of the board. Which, if you put your knight over here, okay, say if my knight is here, it could go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 squares maximum. What about on the edge of the board? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it gets cut by half. So this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 and 5. So now they're all under the developed. I don't like this position. If I was white, I wouldn't like this position because they are underdeveloped. They're blocking the bishop and their queen. So basically, the king's pawn opening has been for nothing because now you can't even develop your queen and your bishop now. So I moved up my pawn. They moved up that pawn, defending this and locking up the center. Now this is going to be a Scandinavian close and do that. So I played this. I wanted to start putting some pressure on this pawn. This pawn is its only central pawn. So if I could take that, I knew if I could take that out and take this back, I could probably win that game. So they went here. What was a better move? What was a better move? Okay, so the better move was going here. Okay, well, whenever we do a gaming move, we have to always understand why they think that this is the best move. Well, now that this pawn is defended, now if they ever do this, like this, it's not going to be that good because we just add more pressure. Now they're having pressure over here and here. So if they ever, so they have to do it. If they do this, that's not particularly good. Now they're first go here. The bishop is over there. Great, attacking this pawn. In the game, I would have probably did this. So that's why this move is always the best. Yeah. So start, but I don't want him to get a good accuracy. So I put bishop, opening it on a long diagonal for potential value, and setting up to if you ever castles queenside. Whenever you castle queenside, you're always gonna go over here, and your rook is gonna be here. So then he would be hanging this pawn, as you can see there. Now this move, if he took it, that's good, but not particularly the best. The better move he could have done was just retreat because there's no value you're having it. Took. That's the best because you're defending your queen's not under pressure. Point pressure over here. Everything's good. Life's good. Now, wait. No. Don't show them that. Okay. So now I place this here. Well, this is not the best move because I should have played that before. Then I would have gotten to a better position for me. He's losing. As you can see, negative minus 1.57. Why? These pieces are all on the first 2 ranks. All my pieces, most of my pieces are in the game. Okay, most of them have high mobility, like over here. This could go here. This bishop will go here one day, and I'll castle. So, yeah. Now they blundered the queen. They wanted to take this, as you can see. This one is a bad move, okay? Most people would see this move because it's straight up hanging the queen. Whenever someone attacks something, just look, are they blundering their piece? If they ever put their rook like over here, then they're blundering a piece. So I took in the game. They take back. Now they have double pawns. Not good. I move up my knight, which is the best. Getting this rook ready for takeoff. Okay. They took my knight to keep this long straight line. This long straight line, because my king is gonna always castle here. For what I like to do. Like I like to do. So you can see why this is the best move now. Next move, they went over here. Best move, of course. You're developing your bishop and you're getting ready for this to castle. And everything will just be fine, except that you're going to be losing 6 pieces of material just because you hang your queen. But they also won a bishop. I mean knight. Yeah, knight. Next move, I checked him. Again, that's why is that best move, because I'm adding pressure to his king. Now he's going to lose his right to castle. If you're here, that's a mistake. Show tactic. Show tactic. Show tactic. What is this? What is this? Show tactic. What here? Check. Check. Take. Why I didn't do that in the game? Okay, wait. Stop, coach. Coach, you're not doing a good job. So that's why that moving the king over here was the best move. Because now you're not gonna get that good. Now we're not gonna get that thing. But if I could castle big battery over here, charging it, and this is blocking up this passage, this square. So I castle again, adding pressure over here. If only this pawn wasn't here. If only the pawn was somewhere like here or somewhere like here. That's what I'm saying. So the next move, they put out this pawn, blocking their bishop. The bishop is trapped now. So I did this. This was the good move, but also the bad move. Because just develop, buddy. Just take it patient, okay? You want to get your king safety. You want to survive my attack. I did this again, attacking this pawn. Now they in the game they did this. Now, wait, did they do it? Okay, no, they didn't. They want to defend this pawn with the king. Not a good move. You are putting your king in the center of the board, making sure that it is the protector of every single piece. Why would you be doing that? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. So let's start. Next move. Okay, I was putting pressure. No, okay, a better move was to instead do this. I'm putting pressure on this file. My king's already safe. Then they do something like that. it's fine. But that would just be adding more pressure on the center. They move to the knight while I'm still winning. So let's resume. Okay, they took. Now, the best move was to play this. I didn't want, but in the game I did not want that. Why? Because I want to add pressure before I do it. Because if I take first over here, then you can immediately add pressure and do a big attack. I don't want that. So that's why I did play this. It's a good move. Now they went over here. I took now. Now they mistakenly. Now this is main 4. But instead they made a mate in 2. This bishop is doing a good job. Okay, when we look at whenever we move a piece, is it going to be a good asset or is it just going to be a liability, taking up space? This bishop was a good job. This rook was kind of a liability because this rook kind of didn't do anything and just took up some space. You could have used that space for putting your king into the corner of the board. So yeah. Thank you for watching, but I think we should do one more quick thing. Let's review this move. Why is it great? It guarantees the checkmate. Because once they go here, that's the best move. Check. We go here. Now I'm gonna do something like that. Now, if they go somewhere like, I mean, this is just a straight up blunder. I mean, it's best, but it was always gonna be checkmate because they just want to lose. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope you like this channel. And if you did enjoy this channel and this video, and you found this on the YouTube algorithm, please subscribe because I really need the money, man.